Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully you're going to be able to hear me okay. I've got the hot air gun going, so if not I'll have to voice over this bit. So today we have a BMW F30 ECU. Car has a really bad misfire and there's no voltage to the coil pack for cylinder 3. So let's have a look, see what we can do. It's worth noting this one's actually also previously been repaired. We've got a warranty void sticker on there and loads of really bad silicon job on here. So let's get into it. So I've already unscrewed the cover and broken the silicon. Make this video a little bit shorter. Next thing we want to do is we're looking on the circuit board and we need to find the MOSFETs that control the injectors and the coil packs. And just here is where we're going to find them. If I grab my tweezers. So you can see we've got some MOSFETs here. These control the injectors, and we've got these four here which control the coil pack. Hopefully you can see that okay. What we're going to do to test these is they're connected with 5 legs. So we've got one at the back here, 2 at the front, and then there's also a further 2 underneath. The way we're going to test these is with the front 2 legs. It's also worth noting that there is also some tiny little resistors in front of each MOSFET, except for the rear one, which is offset. And as I said before, this one's been repaired because there's obvious extra solder on all of these legs. So let's grab our multimeter, and I'll try and do this in a way where you can see the screen. There we go. I am filming this on the front camera, so it will be backwards, but hopefully you'll get the idea. So if we go to test the first one, I'm just going to put it on the 2 legs. And as you can see, we've got 16.8 ohms of resistance. The next one, we've got 17 ohms. The next one, we've got 17 ohms. So they're all pretty much in the same area. And the last one at the back, 261 ohms and falling. So that tells us straight away that that's the the coil pack number 3 MOSFET. And if I hold up to the camera, hopefully you can actually see, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but there is actually, there we go, there's damage on the MOSFET and you can see that it's burnt out. So we need to replace that. And in good old TV fashion, I've dropped it, of course I have. Here's what I made earlier. So this is the correct MOSFET that needs to be replaced. I'll just pick up the spare one off the floor. And I have tested these and they are the right resistance for it as well. So the first thing we're going to do is come in with our flux and just flux up these front 2 legs and the back leg as well. Because somebody's been in here before, we need to take off as much solder as we can. So we'll take our soldering iron and a bit of desolder braid and just try and suck up as much as that extra solder as we can. Might as well make it easy for ourselves. Yeah, that's pretty much done, that one. And also we want to make sure that we're not touching any of those tiny little resistors, because we don't want them to fall off the circuit board, because then we have much bigger issues than just a failed MOSFET. And we'll do the back one. It's noted as well that the back one does take a lot of heat to get it going. And we'll probably add a little bit more flux to that as we're doing it. And we want to get rid of all of that solder. Come back onto the front ones, just see if there's any more that's going to come off. I think that's pretty much it. Of course, my soldering iron's just timed out, which always helps. Yeah, I think think that might be just about good to go. Any more on the front ones? Oh, there comes a little bit more. And the other one. All right, there we go. Now we're ready. The easiest way I've found to do this is we want to get maximum flux all the way around the chip because we need to make this flow underneath. And if I grab my donor circuit board, I'll show you what I mean. So here's one I made earlier, and you can see that there are two legs underneath the MOSFET that we need to get the flux into. So now what we're going to do is take our hot air gun on about 453 degrees. And we want to take our soldering iron and we're going to heat up the back of the chip at the same time as heating up the rest of the chip. And we're going to apply a very gentle sideways pressure. Just as soon as the legs are all heated up and all the solder's melted, it should just pop off. But we don't want it to interfere with anything else on the circuit board. Might have to throw some more flux on it. Ultimately, I'm not too bothered about damaging this MOSFET because it's already broken, but we don't want to damage anything on the circuit board. A little bit more flux. And we'll give a little bit more pressure on the hot air gun as well. Actually, it's going to swap hands, I think, because I'm better on my right side. Hopefully my hands aren't too much in the way and you can still vaguely see what I'm doing. Making sure that that hot air is only directed at the MOSFET. Trying to keep all these resistors clear of everything. If it doesn't pop off, what we'll do is put some fresh solder on all the legs, take the solder off again, and give it another go. Apologies, guys. For some reason, the recording stopped. I missed the MOSFET coming off, but we'll rejoin with the MOSFET going back on. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Full flux. That's what we want. So, yeah, let's get this MOSFET reattached. So we're going to pop that on there. I'm just going to take a tiny blob of solder and get one leg attached for now. So then we can work on everything else. There we go. Get the other front leg attached. Go back and touch up the first one and the rear leg. And the middle legs. Let's give that a quick clean, see how it looks. Just trying to get rid of as much of the excess flux as we can. And as always, we'll give it a quick dry with the hot air gun. So that looks pretty good to me. I think what we'll do is we'll give it a really good flux up now and hit it with the hot air just to make sure that those contacts underneath are contacting perfectly. Bit of flux. And you can't see off camera, but I overfilled my flux syringe and I've got flux all over my workbench, of course. So we're just going to go around, make sure everything's nice and warm. Hit it with some more flux. Flux is our friend. It's just going to keep the solder melting and flowing nicely. Right, there we go. I think we've got it. All that's left to do now is we're going to give the circuit board a really good clean up. Clean up all of this gunk from all the way around the ECU and from inside the cover here. Once we've done that, we'll get some more sealant on it, put it all back together, get it in the car, test, and that should be one working 3 Series again. Like and follow for more.